Hello students, today I am going to explaining the ray optics and optical instrument. So ray optics means what? So before going to ray optics, first of all what is optics? Optics means what? So optics, the meaning it is what we are going to see now, light. Optics, this is the one optics. So this optics, its meaning is light. So we are understanding the what concept of light. How we are going to understanding? So we can understand by the properties of light. So we are going to understanding the what properties of light, effects of light and sources of light. So that totally that study one branch it is there, that branch we are going to call the optics. Optics, it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of properties of light, effects of light and sources of light. So that we are going to call the optics. So optics means we can see that, so it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of properties of light, effects of light, properties of light, effects of light and sources of light also we are going to understanding. Sources of light. So optics, it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of properties of light. We are going to understanding the what are properties of light. So what are the properties are there? So that properties we are going to understanding. Important properties are there. So some important properties of light it will be there. So some important properties of light means light it will be travel with a certain speed like 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, and a light it is travel in a straight path. So like that whatever we are going to see now, that we are going to call the, so that is the what we are going to say it is the properties of light. So in that again we can see the effects of light, effects and sources of light. So what are the effects it will be there? Some effects of the light also there and the sources of the light. So how we are getting the light? Some source it will be there. For example, we are going to see that early morning, sunrise, sunset. After the sunrise and sunset, the total area it will be darkened. Again we are using the what artificial light. So whatever we are going to see here, so that we are going to call the artificial lights. So that artificial lights, so we are using it. We are using the what? We are using daily life. So that we are going to call the sources of light. So optics, it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of properties of light and effects of and sources of the light also we are going to see that. So optics, it is classified in two way. So optics, it is classified in a two way. So one we are going to call the ray optics. Ray optics, or it is also called the what? Geometrical optics. Geometrical optics. Ray optics or geometrical optics. And another one we are going to see that wave optics. Another we are going to see that we are going to call the wave optics. So it is also known as what? Physical optics. This is also known as physical optics. So physical optics. So we are going to classify it into two way. One we are going to call the ray optics, or another one we are going to call the wave optics. So this ray optics is also known as a geometrical optics, and this we are going to say that it is also known as a physical optics. Wave optics is also known as what? Physical optics. So what do you know about the geometrical optics? Geometrical optics means what? Again we can see that it is a branch of optics, so which deals with the study of what we are going to study here. So we are study the ray concept of light. What we are going to studying, so ray concept of light we are going to understanding, and also the what? Optical instrument. So how this spect it is working, so how the camera it is working. So these are what we are going to call the optical instrument only. So our human eye is also what? Optical instrument. So by that means we are going to understanding the total concept of that light by using the what? Ray concept. By using the what? Ray concept we are understanding that we are going to call ray optics. Branch of it is a branch of light. It is a branch of optics or light, both are it is same only. So which deals with the study of ray concept of light, study of ray concept of light, and optical instrument, and what a optical instrument. So ray optics or geometrical optics, so it is a branch of optics which deals with the study of ray concept of light. Study of what? Ray concept of light and optical instrument. So this we are going to call the ray optics. Then the physical optics or wave optics. So again we can defining in this way. So it is a branch of optics. It is a branch of optics which deals with the study of physical nature of light. Physical nature is also known as a wave nature or wave nature of light. Okay, wave nature of light. This is what we are going to call the physical optics or wave optics. That we are going to call the what? Physical optics or wave optics. So I think you may knowing that both the things I have written on the board. So what is ray optics means what? What is wave optics means what? Okay. So now today we are going to understanding the what? Ray optics. Our topic is about the what? Ray optics and optical instrument. Ray optics and optical instrument. So first of all, what is a light? That we have to understand. So light means what? So light, it is a form of energy. Light means so it is a form of energy. It is a form of what? Energy. So which enable us to see the things. Okay, so we are seeing this is what? Colorful world. Colorful world we are going to see it. Okay, so we want to see the object, we require the light. Without the light we can't see it. Okay, so this is the human eye. So that already it is an optical instrument. It is work on the water basis of properties of light only. So that when light it will be fall on to our eyes, means the light radiations or light rays, when it is fall on to our eyes, then we are able to see the object. For example, so this board, on that board you people are going to see the words. What I written on the board, that words you are able to see it. how we are going to able? So if I switch off all the light, if I explaining, then you can see it. It is not possible because it required the what? Light. Without the light, you can't see it. Means, so by the reflection of the light only we are able to see the things. This light, when it is fall onto the board get reflected, and so when it is reflected radiations, when it is enter into our eyes, we are able to see the things what we are going to see though, so that we are going to see it. Okay, so it means that, so light is a form of energy. Energy means what? Capacity to do the work. Capacity to do the what? Work. So it means light is also doing some work. Okay, so how? That only we have to understand. To understand this one, so first of all we are going to see that some important properties of light. Okay, some important properties of light. You can see the some important properties of light. Some important properties of light. So some important properties means we should know about the light means what. Okay, so to understand the light we require the what? Properties. The first property, so of the light we are going to see that, so the light is considered to behave like an electromagnetic wave as well as a stream of light particles. Means, so the light, it can be consisting about the water, so electromagnetic waves. You know that what is the electromagnetic waves means what? So electromagnetic means it's have both electric and magnetic field. So they are perpendicular to with each other, and so that this particle it is travel with perpendicular to the water their fields, like just like a water Fleming's right hand rule. We can see that Fleming's. Okay, so this way, so the Fleming's, so that Fleming's, according to that Fleming's is saying that so x axis, y axis and z axis, so this is the one electric field, it is vibrating, the charged particle, you can see that, so it is vibrating. So when the charged particle it get accelerated, so then what we are going to see that, so when it is in the motion, when it is in the motion, magnetic field will be generated. So when it is in the acceleration, then we are going to see that electromagnetic radiation. So it means that, so when it is accelerating means when it is traveling. Okay, so when it is traveling, it get accelerated. This is electric field and this is magnetic field. So then when it is get accelerated, then we are getting the what? Electromagnetic waves. And as well as light is a stream of light particles. So light, it is also we can think that it's a water stream of small particles, corpuscular particles, we can see it, just like a dust particles. So that way also we are going to understanding, but actually the real concept what is that, so we can understand here. So now next, the visible part of electromagnetic spectrum, so that we are going to call the visible radiation. So in that visible radiations we can see the VIBGYOR. Okay, so we are going to see that VIBGYOR. So VIBGYOR means, so violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So it is what I have written, no? So it is a increasing wavelength. Okay, so it is in the water increasing wavelength. It is in the increasing frequency. So this way means wavelength and frequency are inversely proportional. Wavelength and frequency both are inversely proportional. How we can see that? C equal to nu into lambda. The velocity of light is constant, so then we are going to write down lambda equal to C by nu. It means that, so we can see, so lambda is inversely proportional to the frequency. Wavelength is inversely proportional to the frequency. So as frequency increases, wavelength decreases. Okay, so it is a increasing wavelength, I have said it. Okay, so this is what increasing wavelength. Okay, so next here we can see that It's a reverse order, so increasing frequency. Okay, so increasing frequency means it is inversely proportional. So both are, it is a inversely proportional. So its range is about so we can say that 400 nanometer to 760 nanometer. Okay, so this is a 400 nanometer to 760 nanometer. Okay, so it is a very small range of spectrum, we can see that. So very small range of spectrum, so that will be the enable us to see the things. Our human eyes, we can detect the what, which radiation means visible radiations only, that is a 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer only we are going to see it. So light, third point we can understanding. So this is the what, third one. The third point we are going to understanding. So third point, it is saying that the light, it is third point we can understand the speed of light. So it can be measurable, it has some certain finite value. So according to the A.A. Michelson, he gave the one value that is 2.9979 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So it is a round up, we can see that 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. This is accurate value. It is measured by the what, A.A. Michelson. Okay, so this is one, roughly we can see that. So how much means 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Okay, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, we are going to see that. So next, so we can see that light travels in a straight line. Okay, so light, it is travel in a straight line. So this is the what, high speed. So it is the highest speed of the particle. So because of that highest speed of the particle, so light, it will be travel in a straight line. So the fourth point, we can see that light, it is travel in a what, a straight line. So light, it is travel in a straight line, travel in a straight line. Okay, straight line, light, it is travel in a straight line. So this is about the what, properties of light. So next, some important terms related to the light. Okay, so that we can understand, because once if you know all the terms, then it is easy to understand the optics. So first we have to understand the terms. So what it tells, it has some meaning, so that meaning we have to understand. You can see the first, some important terms we can see it. So that is important terms related to the some important terms related to the light. Okay, so some important terms related to the light. So now first we can see that ray of light. Okay, our topic name is also ray optics. Why the name it has given, or it is also called the geometrical optics. So ray, it will come under the word geometry. So to understanding our optics means light, so we are using the tool of geometry. So in that we can see the ray. So ray of light means the name indicates, you people are understood that. So the light waves can travel from one point to the another point, so with a straight line. That straight line is called ray of light. So it indicates that one straight line. Okay, so this is the arrow. So this is, we are going to call the, so the ray, the straight line, it gives the what, its magnitude, and arrow, it indicates the direction, which direction the light it is moving. You can see that this is the one. So if I see, so if I am here, so then my reflection, you can see that. So light, it is coming from this direction, it is get reflected. Okay, so light, it is coming from this direction, so it is get reflected. It means that it is moving in a straight line. Followed? So this is what we are going to call the ray of light. It is also called what, a beam of light. Beam of light. Beam of light means we can see that beam of light means a group of rays of light or bundles of light. So bundles of rays of light, so that we are going to call what we are going to call beam of light. Once again I'll repeat this one. So beam of light means a group of rays or bundle of rays that we are going to call beam of light. Okay, so there are three. We are going to see that this is the one bundles means like this way. Okay, so this is this one. It is a group of rays. So if it is parallel, the rays which are parallel with one another, then we are going to call the parallel beam. This beam we are going to call the parallel beam. Okay, so or if it is a converging beam means what? So the radiations which will be coming and meeting at this point. Okay, so all these get converges. So all it will be what? Get converging. So this way it is get converging. So that we are going to call the converging beam. So the light radiations, so several direction it is coming and meet to one point, that we are going to call the converge. So that is converging beam. This beam we are going to call the converging beam. Converging beam. So the rays which is this one point, the ray which is diverging from this one. Okay, it is get diverges. So that diverging beam, this beam we are going to call the diverging beam. This beam is called what? Diverging beam. Okay, so this we are going to call the diverging beam. Next, pencil of light means what? So the beam containing the few rays. Okay, the beam containing the what? Few rays, that we are going to call the what? A pencil of light. That we are going to call the what? A pencil of light. Pencil of light. Okay, so now we are going to understanding the what next concept, that is the optical medium. What is optical medium? Optical medium means what? So optical medium is a medium through which light can passes it. Okay, the medium which can light can, it is a travel. So light can, it will be traveling or it can be passes through that medium is called optical medium. You can understand the transparent bodies means what? What is a transparent bodies? So transparent bodies means so a body in which major portion of light radiations or light rays it will be passes easily. Light rays, the major portion of the light rays can passes easily. That type of bodies are called transparent bodies. Okay, translucent body. Next one is called what? A translucent body. Translucent body means translucent bodies. So translucent bodies means so it is a translucent bodies means it is a body in which so light can passes partially. Light can passes what? Partially, then it is called. So that we are going to call the what? So translucent bodies. Opaque bodies means so the light rays does not pass through that bodies. Okay, so the majority of the light radiation does not passes through it. So that type of medium is called opaque medium. So or opaque bodies also called. It is called what? Opaque bodies. It is also known as isotropic medium. Is so the speed of light it will be same throughout that medium. The speed of light it may be what? So throughout that medium it will be the same. The speed of light throughout that medium is the same. Then that we are going to call the isotropic medium. That medium we are going to call the isotropic medium. Anisotropic medium is anisotropic medium. So anisotropic medium is the speed of light is different in different part of that medium. So that we are going to call a different the light. If the speed of light is different in different direction of an optical medium, then it is called anisotropic medium. Okay, so anisotropic medium. So this much it is the water. We can see the some important terms regarding about the this chapter, that is light. Okay, so again further we can understand in the next class.